So we got to figure some stuff out. You got arrested for something with a weapon. Not ringing a bell?
No, wrong guy.
Will you be able to take this car?
No, I don't have my license.
Well, you can park it in here.
I can't drive though.
You can't drive into the parking lot?
No.
You don't know how to drive?
No.
Well, you're fine.
Okay.
We're letting you know. So just pull it right here.
Welcome back
Sounds
to
like-
the Lackluster
Off the bat, that sounds like a setup. Don't trust it.
channel. On January 8th of 2020, Officer Forney of the Henderson Police Department conducted a traffic stop after observing a vehicle driving without headlights at 4:44 in the afternoon.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm Officer Forey, Henderson Police Department. Stopped you because you didn't have any headlights on at all. Okay. Do you want to see if... I mean, you have your... Okay.
Nevada Revised Statute 484D.100 requires drivers use headlights 30 minutes after sunset, but based on a quick Google, the sun had just set 2 minutes prior, and the purpose of the stop should have been a friendly request to activate the headlights. However, citations like this are typically used to either A. generate revenue for the state, or B. as a pretextual stop to find more egregious violations of the law.
Hold on. Did he really pull a You guys see how much light is out there? You know, at first I was going to question what Lackluster said about the reasonings of why they do that, but you see how much light is still out there? Yeah. You trying to get some money, or you trying to find them doing something else?
Unfortunately for the driver, he has a warrant for a traffic citation and had a court date scheduled for the following day.
All right. Let me see your driver's license.
I actually don't have it because I lost my license. Well, I lost my wallet.
Okay.
I do have a warrant with you guys. But
Can we take note of how his hands are on that steering? That right there comes from a lot of the news media, a lot of things that we see, and honestly, I understand some of it. That man has his hands on that steering wheel, so there's no confusion about where his hands are at. I'm telling you.
I have a court date tomorrow, actually, to take care of
Especially when he say he has
Yes,
a
sir.
warrant.
All right. Do you have any kind of ID?
I have no
Go ahead and
idea.
turn this off for me.
Okay.
We don't need to keep it running.
Looks like the bin's covered up too.
Yeah, you'll have to come get his info. He's 440.
Is he?
Yeah, but he has a court date tomorrow, he says. We can verify that.
Okay, any weapons inside the car?
No, sir.
None at all?
No.
But his ID, he doesn't have his ID with him, so you'll have to write
I
shit down.
lost my my wallet a couple weeks ago.
Give me a sec here.
And you might.
I have proof of that, but I think it's at home. My
What's
court
your first
date's
name?
Shane Brown.
Spell it.
SHANE.
Brown?
Brown. BROWN. 96. My license is also suspended for that reason. I'm taking
For the-
care of
for the
all.
warrant?
Yeah, I'm taking care of all that tomorrow.
And what's your social? You working right now?
I just got off work. I'm actually picking my fiance. She works right here.
Okay, let's hang out 1 second. Okay, keep your hands up.
You just picked up?
No, I'm
Keep your hands up.
going to pick up.
Oh, I'm like, we should be able to have our dispatch go through the court view and confirm that you have a court date tomorrow. If you have a court date tomorrow,
Hey, what do you say the 440
It's at
for?
9 o'clock in the morning.
what's your warrant for? Is it
It's like, I want to say traffic ticket.
traffic stuff?
Yeah, it's just minor traffic.
Hey, you might want to landline dispatch, see if the
I just ran him over there.
court view, see if he has court tomorrow. We don't want to arrest him. That would be dumb. Right? I mean-
yeah, please.
Now that makes some sense to me, right? Don't be the reason why this man can't go to court and then his charges get even that much more. That makes sense to me, right? So far, so good. Everything seems pretty all right to me so far.
Yes. I actually called this morning to verify.
Okay. And it's in Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what,
I want to say it's speeding, if I remember correctly. But I know I had two, and what happened was I had 2 tickets with you guys. Some unfortunate events came up, and I wasn't able to pay.
Okay.
And I forgot to pay when I did get money, and then I got the paper in the mail.
Okay. All right. So we'll try. If we can verify that you have court tomorrow, then for us to take you and make you sit in jail, I mean, might as well just let you go tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna
we'll
go.
We'll work with you as much as we can. Did you have the registration and insurance on this?
that's another issue. I was gonna take care of all that tomorrow as well. That's because I was gonna go to the DMV, get the insurance done and all that.
So you don't have this has never been registered to you?
To me, no. I just got this vehicle. I want to say a month ago.
Okay.
Now, I always get on the cops for some of the things that they do, but it's one of those moments where you have to, man, you got a whole bunch of things you're just not doing right. Okay? I see why your hands are on 10 and 2, because it's traffic stuff, you know? Who knows if there's anything else, but it's just traffic stuff. But, man, hey, you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day, but, man, you got to get some stuff in order, my guy. That's not looking good at all. It's like you're begging for them to come down on you.
All right. Do you mind open your door for me real quick? I just want to look at the sticker. Go ahead.
I have a water bottle right here. I'm going to grab that and move it out the way.
Dude, go ahead, man.
Hey, just ask him to come. We'll have him sit right here, just in case I need to get some info from him.
Look at his hands on his
Well,
steering.
you're going to need...
That hand
Here,
is
just
thin.
go ahead and get out. He's going to need info from you. When does your girl get off?
She's supposed to get off at 4:30.
From where?
Right here, right in this building.
That
So she can
man
walk
does
you.
not want to get
Okay,
shot.
okay.
Just sit right here, bud.
At
I'm
all.
going to keep that cracked. All right. Because no matter what, he's going to have... Relax. No matter what, he's going to have to ask you a bunch of stuff to fill out.
Yeah, no worries.
We're definitely trying to work with you.
Okay.
The officers and Shane engage in small talk, while they try to work with Shane to determine whether he has a court date the following day. However, dispatch relayed false information about another man that shares the same name, Shane Brown. The driver is African American, with a birth year of 1996, putting him at just 23 years old at the time of this video. The Shane Brown they were looking for is quite different.
Oh, listen. The legal system, from what I've realized, it's more like a body. It's not like it's not one part. It's a multifaceted system. Let's say we use a car as an example. You can get down the road if your engine's giving you a little bit of issues. You can get down the road, you know, if your door doesn't work. But if your engine doesn't work, you don't have gas, and your brakes aren't going right, it's probably not a good idea, right? Now, here's a situation where this doesn't sound like it's a cop's issue so far, right? Hey, we sent you the information. This is what you gave us back. Can you do a little bit more due diligence on the other half? Dispatch, can we do a little
A
bit more work
Caucasian
on
man
that?
with brown hair
Come
and
on
blue
now.
eyes, born in 1971, over twice the age of their current detainee. The almost 50-year-old Shane Brown was wanted for a felony
Ooh.
weapons charge, but Shane on scene has only ever committed traffic infractions.
So we got to figure some stuff out. You got arrested for something with a weapon in Metro.
At least that's what they're saying.
Not ringing a bell?
No, wrong guy. I've been arrested, but everything I've been arrested for is traffic violations.
That's it.
That's it. There's no weapons.
So
The last time I had my hand on
is this girlfriend?
yes. Hi.
Hello.
And this is what makes me uncomfortable, because now they're no longer looking at him as just the guy with the traffic infraction. Now they're looking at him as the guy with felony weapons charges. Now, ma'am, don't step next to him. I don't need, just in case I have to, in case he has a, you see what I mean? Small little things like that, very, very small. It turns into things like this where people get hurt. This is why I always say higher standards, higher standards, higher standards. Because as a citizen, you make little small mistakes. Yeah, it doesn't go as far as, oh, now he's a person with a gun. Maybe we need to search the car. Maybe he has a gun on him. Maybe we should have searched him a little bit better. You know? Man.
Hold on one second. I just had my phone call. So basically, he is obviously unregistered car, no headlights, stuff like that. He doesn't have his driver's license suspended. He said he just dropped you off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so he has some warrants out for his arrest, so we're trying to figure these out right now, okay?
Okay.
But come back over here. So one of the warrants is going to be, it's a no bail warrant for some weapon charge out of Las Vegas Metro. So that's what we're trying to see what now. What's his name?
Shane
Shane Mark.
Brown.
So just hang out a sec, and then we'll get this. So, more than likely, he's going to go to jail, okay?
Really?
It's a no bail warrant for some warrant. However,
I don't know what's going on in her head, but I'm gonna say her reaction to me was lacking. There was no, that's not him. Who knows how long they've been together, but no, that's not him. That's what I would expect. No, that's not him. Maybe there must be some kind of mistake or something. Be in some denial. At least doubt the man a little bit. Like he said that to you, and you're just like, come on now, yeah, help the man's case here.
we can see what's going to happen, and then we'll go from there. Is that cool? Where do you work at?
Right here.
Will you be able to take this car?
No, I don't have my license.
Neither
you can
does
park it in there.
neither does your boyfriend.
I can't drive though.
You can't drive it literally right here?
No.
You can't drive into the parking lot?
No.
You don't know how to drive?
No.
Well, do you want to take possession of it? And then maybe an officer can help you? Because if not, it's going to be...
Yeah.
If you can just hang out for us, just like right over here, just for a few minutes, we're going to try to figure everything out, okay?
After attempting to persuade an unlicensed driver to move the vehicle following a traffic stop for not
Set up.
engaging the headlights, the officers try to figure out the felony warrant.
See, thank you for reminding me because I would have forgot about how this whole thing started. Look at how much light is out there. If we're going to go by the time of the day, how many people really knows this? Okay, citizens should be informed, blah, 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 blah. But what's your real purpose? Because that has nothing to do with safety, all right? You fishing, and then you think you got a fish on the hook.
So, if it comes back totally matching you, not much else we can do. But I think that'll be unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been arrested for weapon charge.
So do me a favor, bud. Just put your hands right behind your back for me, okay? Just like that. Just relax. I'm going to just side this up, okay?
This is if he has court tomorrow and that felony warrant isn't him.
Yeah.
If it were me, I mean, you do your thing. This is your stop. I probably wouldn't. Full custody.
Real quick, bud. Stand up against
More
the car
likely
real
he'll
quick.
miss his court date tomorrow. If he's
Let's try to figure this out.
The officers run his social, but it
Before he gets, like, say we're going to say the same thing, I have a feeling they're trying to figure out if this is actually him.
only
know?
shows his expired driver's license, and eventually, a patrol unit arrives on scene with a better system in their cruiser to check the details of the warrant. But before they even check the information, they have Shane's girlfriend park his car and leave.
Hey, do you need somebody to drive that car? Or do you know how to drive it even a little bit?
Yeah, I can drive it. I just can't be on the streets.
Oh, well, you're fine.
Okay.
We're letting you know. So just pull it right here. I just didn't know. I thought you meant that you didn't know how to drive at all.
Oh no. I'm gonna bring it to the
setup.
back so it
I'm
doesn't
not
get
doing
towed.
it.
That's
I don't
cool. So
care.
listen, what happens is he would never
not
be going to
doing it.
jail unless he had that no bail warrant out.
I'm not doing it.
We're not Las Vegas Metro, so I can't tell you what it is about, okay?
Okay.
But how it works, he's gonna go over to Henderson jail, process through real quick there because he has a small warrant out of there. He won't be at Henderson very long, but he's gonna get kicked over to county. He's gonna have to go to court. It's no bail, so you're not even gonna be able to bail him out of county. Okay, does that make sense to you? All right. So just take the car. We're trying to save you money, and then just bounce.
Upon her departure, Shane provides even more information. The rookie on scene, Officer Duffy, tells the arresting officer that he ran the information, but the only warrant that comes up is for the traffic infraction that he has court for on the following day.
Identity confirmed, right? And this is why I say it's so much more important that officers and people in public service are held to a higher standard, because who knows why he couldn't pay those traffic tickets? Maybe he wasn't working. Maybe he just got a job, and now he's locked up for how long? He probably just lost that job. It's like there's larger ramifications when they mess up. There really is.
So he asked about the other warrant, so he only came back out of Henderson. So he asked about it.
We're just gonna book him on that. We don't need to worry about that.
Instead of worrying about that mess and searching Shane's scope number to bring up prior booking photos, and despite the record showing a discrepancy in middle names, height, age, and race, the officers falsely arrest Shane for a warrant that should have been easy to
Okay.
verify as not
Okay.
his. Shane was transported to jail, and 2 days later, a member of the the Las Vegas Metro Police Department filed paperwork with the court indicating that officers had the older Shane Brown in custody. He was then transferred to the Clark County Detention Center, where he attempted to explain numerous times to multiple that he was not the right man, but none of the officers reviewed their records to determine if they had made a mistake. After spending 6 days in jail, he was released immediately upon appearing in front of a judge.
Maybe put a note that they had arrested the wrong person on there.
It wasn't until this court hearing, 6 days after this Shane Brown's initial arrest, that a judge ordered him released immediately.
They didn't say anything. They just got me out of jail pretty quickly.
And the older Shane Brown was arrested a few days after that. Shane went on to file a lawsuit against the Henderson and Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Departments and was awarded $90,000 for their negligence. The departments wouldn't comment on whether the officers were disciplined, but said that they would implement further training to prevent this from ever happening again.
Different height, different age, different race, still arrested him. See, now this is one of those situations where a lot of people will cry the R word, and I'm just gonna say that's just 100% negligence, not doing your job. There's no, because at the end of the day, it's one thing to say that, hey, I'm going to do this because I don't like you, and it's another thing to overlook X, Y, Z, A, B, C all the way down the line when you know that this is eventually going to come to light. You see what I'm saying? It's like if you felt like no one was ever going to find out, okay, fine, yeah, you were trying to really jam someone up, but you knew this was going to come to light. There's no way this Hawaiian gentleman, it looks Hawaiian, don't get on me about that one, this Hawaiian gentleman was going to pass for the other Shane Brown. There's no way. So I want to attribute this to the R word. I would attribute this to people just not doing their job and doing their due diligence to make sure that they're arresting the right person. That's all. That's all I would say it is. Guys, this is what happens when you have a system that doesn't have checks and balances and nobody checks each other's work. And even when they do, they ignore what's obviously in front of them. So again, do your job right. That's all. People aren't perfect, but cops, we got to do better. Dispatch, we got to do better. Period. Guys, I appreciate you kicking it with me for another video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.